Check.
Check.
Shout out to all my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the soul survivor Barry to the right of me.
Yo.
Barry, we kind of coordinated.
Monday.
We coordinated with the gray and the black.
Yeah, Raiders.
Word up. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that used to be my team. Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen. If anybody knows me with football, y'all know I switch up every single week, every single time. But no, I don't switch up on who I say my favorite person on the other side. That Soup on the other side, hold it down. Shout out to everybody on the check-in early. Yo, B, I learned a lesson tonight. We were going to have some guests tonight. But you know what I did? I'm going to take, it's a whole lot of things that's happened. When you're friends with dope people, you got to forget that you're friends sometimes when they're your guests that's coming on. Okay. And you gotta treat them like how you should treat an outsider. You should make sure you have your A+ game every single time.
Yes.
I don't think I have my A+ game.
No. C-.
Cause I'm just saying, yo, they my friends. They friends. You know, we the homies. And the carpet wasn't rolled out. Well, I feel the carpet should have been rolled out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that L right there. And they're gonna be back next week, but we're not gonna say who it's gonna be.
Okay.
Y'all gonna find out next week. And it's gonna be dope. So we're gonna run it a little bit shorter tonight. A little bit. You know, see what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Peace to everybody on the check-in. Let me get to y'all on the Facebook. What I just learned early. Guys, make sure that y'all download, not download, that y'all go to BKS1 Radio TV. Everybody on my Facebook people, make sure y'all do that. Shout out to Tiff on the check-in early. Tiff Williams. Tiff, we need you back on soon. First of all, if y'all on Facebook, make sure y'all follow Tiff Williams. Make sure y'all go to her YouTube page. She gets super busy and by herself the way she does it. Tiff, I can't wait till we rock out with you. And we need you on soon. We absolutely do. So, what was I saying, B? We're gonna have a piece of Miss Willis on the check, and we got a few things that we gonna get through. These sports that's going on. Shout out to all the mothers out there. All y'all great mothers. Think Mother's Day is coming first before anything. And these sports that we got going on. First of all, before we even get to the sports, B, we got people that's doing dope things out here in this world. Shout out to the barbers and stylists. And shout out to one barber in particular. I am talking about my brother Sam, Uncle Sam, who was out there. He has his own cafe now. When I'm talking about entrepreneurs, oh man, Sam, you are doing amazing out there, man. I told everybody when one of the dopest barbershops, hair salons I've ever been to in my life is Uncle Sam's out in East Orange, New Jersey. And this Saturday, he opened up his own cafe where they got they're gonna have the coffee, they're gonna have the smoothies and the fruit drinks, and how you pronounce them the fruit bowls?
The fruit?
AC something. I be calling them Aki. It ain't Aki.
Nah, Aki is
ICI. ICI. Thank you, so you get a point for that. ICI bowls. He gonna have all that great stuff, man. Health is wealth. And it's gonna be Cafe by Us is the name, where love brews. And it's for us by us. Make sure y'all pull up this Saturday, March 29th, 3 p.m., 79 Hamilton Street, East Orange, New Jersey. Y'all see it out there, man. Yo, man, shout out to our barbers doing great things, man. Besides that, after that, we got friend of the show, Shikima. Look, man, some of y'all ain't got y'all credits right. Some of y'all credit be, you know. I asked them. I used to ask what could we what would you rather show, your credit score or your porn history? Some people like, my porn history ain't nothing funny. Some of y'all watch some strange things. Some of y'all got great credit. Some of y'all do not have great credit. And if you need to get your credit restored and built and all that stuff, this is the person that you need to hit up. So look, man, call. I think the information is on there. Is it on there? I don't think it's on there.
There's a lot of
Shakima McKnight is who you need to hit up on Instagram. Shakima McKnight. Team, I'm sorry, I don't have all the information on there, but she will restore your credit, get your credit score and all, lower your interest rates, all that other good stuff. Make sure y'all hit up Shakima McKnight.
Do you think, what's our issue you think, I'm not going to say just the black people, but I'm just talking about us. I know everybody has credit issues.
Tiff says she's showing both.
Like, what do you think
Shout
is
out
the
to
main
E-Miz.
reason why we end up consistently falling into debt with credit card, even though we are warned and we know all about it, and we've had family members that dealt with major debt and had to go through so much, can't get nothing, everything. They have to pay for everything now in cash, or they can't, they go for a car, they got to put like damn near 3/4 of it, of the money down on it just to get like, why we keep falling into that? What you think?
Financial literacy. I don't think us as a culture, a lot of people, they're not taught how finances work, how money works, what are the effects of credit, how credit could work for you, how it could work against you. I don't think in school or even in the household, for a lot of households, we don't have enough understanding of what's going on. We got Shania said, poor education and understanding of personal finance. Mm-hmm. And Tiff says, I think it's because of not being taught. So, yes, we agree with both of y'all. It's one of those conversations that I don't think is being had enough. Mm-hmm. I love Soup. Soup has a family business, family mm-hmm. flavors. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure within your family, Soup, I think that's a great segue to have Soup come on this side. I'm not sure if she was. I've been trying to get over here all night, y'all. So, Soup, you want to explain more why it's so important with your family, with your business, and what your children are learning at the great way to get around, Soup? B, is that mic on? Yes, it is. Do y'all want to see Soup? Can they see you, Soup?
No,
or no? They can't?
They don't want to see me.
Yes, they do, but we're going to hold off for another episode, y'all. Thank y'all.
I'll be the voice from the secret
Trying
room.
to live above your means. Yes, thank you.
I think that's a lot of it, but I want to hear what Soup say.
Talking about business?
Yes,
when it comes to educating your children, your young men mm-hmm. and women that you know about, credit and why we seem to keep falling into debt. Even if we do, we kind of know, but people still, I think, like somebody said, the temptation of wanting things we can't afford. But I want to hear what you say.
I think it goes back to the basics. I think for us, particularly in the black community, finance is not something that we're taught, and it's not something that's modeled for us on a continual basis because we spend so much time coming from a place of lack. So we have a lack mentality. When it comes to business and developing your business, the building blocks of that are elementary, but then they're not, because we come from a place where nobody's handing us, $10,000 to get started, or a business in place that you're just walking in to operate, like the Rockefellers did, or all the people that made money off of our labor, our free labor, mm-hmm. and they have a certain status because of that. We're not starting from that place. So for me and in our family, we spent a lot of years learning about what the margin is, how to price our goods, how to not sell ourselves short, but at the same time, how to have a fair price. Mm-hmm. It's a lot to go to be successful in business, and it's not easy. And a lot of people give up before they actually get started, just because they don't know the right way.
Okay. They don't know. Thank you, Soup. Now, Soup, what do we have to do to keep you on here for this whole time?
We're going to rock.
We're going to rock, guys. So we got Soup on the other side. We got B right here. We was talking about something. We talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. We was talking about these sports. We got my brother Ray Lansky on the check-in. Mm-hmm. Peace to him. One of the dopest barbers out there, hip-hop enthusiasts. Definitely a dope host as well. B, we was talking about Juju Watkins, and who was the other person?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
The quarterback for the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Redskins.
Now, if anybody who's been watching this clip that's been going around, now I saw it, but I didn't fully get it. I didn't know who this guy. First of all, he had twists in his head, so anybody I see with twists, kind of tune him out early anyway.
Oh man,
it's the hair hate that I had, and I see him talking to Juju. Juju is known for her bun.
That bun.
That bun is out there rocking. She's one of the dopest basketball players in NCAA history, but especially right now, she is almost number one, if not, and. Looked like they had a little chemistry going.
It looks like they're having a good time.
Looked like they're having a good time. You said Juju's about how old?
She's got to be. She's a sophomore, so I would think she's around 20.
Around 20. Jaden's how about
24.
24. One thing you never get too old for is your mama. You know when they say we get too big for our britches. That's when you know we can't. Do people even use britches? I get a point for britches.
Nah, you get a point. You definitely get a point.
They still say britches.
Down
south, they say britches.
They say britches.
Yeah.
I'm like, so B, describe what takes place.
Yeah.
Where they at the March Madness.
It looks like it was either her.
I got Miss Kirk on the check. And I'm sorry, B, can we drop some bombs? We got Alabama. We got Hattie Kirk. I got Miss Kirk watching her daughter play NCAA basketball. Howard got the other daughter. It was a chemistry major. I love the family. We got Fairfield. We got Birmingham, Alabama in the building. Let's go, big my fault. I got excited.
That's what's up.
We talk about mothers, and that's another beautiful mother right there.
Nah, because it's. I mean, from the video, we're just speculating what's going on. But it looked like they was having a conversation, and the camera obviously on two of the youngest, most exciting players in sports right now.
Yes, indeed.
And they noticed the mom comes and sits in between them, and her face is not happy.
So how did mom do that? Because I didn't see. First, I saw the two together.
Yeah.
Then I saw mom. Did mom just come and move her?
So we're assuming based on what they cut to it. I haven't seen the full clip, but it was said that the mom made her get up and move a seat over. And that's why Juju's face was looking like, and he's smiling it off, but he's at that smile of embarrassment.
Like, Mom.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man, Mom.
So it looks like his mother is trying to keep women away from him.
Now, key point that we didn't add, that you told me, Jaden is
They say he's a virgin. That's what they say.
Well,
now,
good.
I don't
God
know who
bless
put
him.
that out there. He's 24. Which is not impossible. You would think with the fanfare and his life as being a college athlete, probably a lot of opportunities.
DC got a lot of hoochies out there.
I'm talking about this college
alone. What college did he go to?
Oh, damn, that's a good. You got
if he ain't go to BYU,
but the fact that you're the second pick in the draft, that means you was pretty damn good.
I've been to NFL drafts, yo. They out there.
He's saving it for marriage.
He had a lot of opportunity, but now they saying
he like me.
They saying basically you can see why, because his mom don't let him breathe. But we'll see. It was just I think it was a funny, interesting story. Whether or not all the details are true, we don't know yet.
So, Sue, we gotta thank you, B. We gotta ask you: have you ever cock blocked your son?
And they're athletes too.
And they're athletes. Sue's sons are athletes.
They're athletes. They had some young men.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got some nice young men.
No, I haven't gotten in the way, but I've definitely been in their ear.
Oh. That's interesting. So being in the ear is like I don't think this is the one.
No, in their ear, like, you better be a proper gentleman. Like, you better know how to treat this young lady.
Okay.
Look at how she treats her father. If she disrespects her father, you're next. Like, yeah, I'm in their ear that way.
Okay. Now, I've had
real quick. That was interesting. I thought about something. I started to let it go, but I said I gotta revert. Now, what if you find out the young lady doesn't have a father in her life?
Ooh, and that happens quite often.
Also, it does happen quite often, but there's signs there that'll let you know if you have a young lady that has self-control in that area, where to me, there's roles. Men have a role, women have a role. When a woman wants to be a man and you're a man and you're not into that, you don't need her.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bars. In your household, I remember Barry talking about mothers. Barry, you talked about how your mother taught you how to fry chicken.
Yeah.
I think was it make rice or was it? Like,
She gave me 3 meals. She said, if you could cook these 3 meals, you'll be fine. Before I went to college.
what are 3 meals?
She said, fried chicken, make rice, be able to boil some noodles,
Okay.
and fry some eggs.
It covers a lot. It's a big range right there.
Yeah.
And because within it you have to season, you have to do all that other good stuff.
But
Now-
she gave me meals that were like easy, like something I could probably afford.
Okay.
And if I eat all those meals, I could live off noodles. I could live off, you know what I mean? I could live off eggs.
No doubt. Yo,
Fried chicken was a special thing.
that is a special thing.
That-
I'm still scared to put it
No,
in the
she
grease.
she taught me because I was willing to learn it.
This is pre-air fryer,
Yeah,
y'all.
she was. My sisters and brothers didn't like the grease, but I was never scared to get hit with it. So she taught me when she saw me trying to learn it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she was like, "You fry your chicken's pretty."
Chicken's pretty.
Yeah, Mom,
Oh, yeah, that
chicken's
golden
pretty.
brown
That
chicken.
golden.
And she said,
Ooh.
"Let me make sure it's good. Let me make sure it's done on the inside." But once I learned, so that's one of my specialties to today.
Nice.
But that was impressive to show you, because a lot of my friends can't fry chicken, and
Yo,
they
I
couldn't then.
I still can't.
But yeah, gotta be willing.
I still can't. So it makes me wonder because you want some people want women that reflect their mother, and you want certain qualities in the woman. One of the main things is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
They say you feed your man. The way to his heart is through his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't cook, but you have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation this weekend about certain meals, and some people look down at these meals, but I'm like, yo, I remember this meal used to rock for me right here, and it was Hamburger Helper. Like I was see how Soup laughing already?
Hey, I was a hamburger helper girl.
You was a Hamburger Helper
My
girl,
husband got me out of that.
and your husband's a great chef.
Yeah.
Like he cooks very well. So
But I tell you what, hamburger helper with your special touch tastes like something different.
with your special touch, like you know how to add that little bit of this and that.
Listen, I made hamburger because my kids are funny. Like they only eat certain stuff.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what they will pass up and eat. They'll pass up on like a lasagna and eat that.
Eat the Hamburger Helper.
Yeah, so when I get the hamburger helper and I put I add my cheeses to it, and add my peppers and onions and salsa, and by the time it's done, it don't taste like a hamburger helper.
It's a new meal.
I just basically got some cheap noodles real quick, because everything else, I mean, you don't even need the season packet if you don't need it.
Yo, thank you, Beak.
Or you could use some of it, and the rest of it is you.
Thank you, Beak. Shout out to Uncle Mike on the check-in. Shout out to my brother Huff on the check-in. He's another one gets busy on the grill, gets busy in the kitchen. So, Soup, you got daughters as well. The cooking.
One can cook and one can't boil water.
Damn.
Well, the one that can't boil water, is it a lack of trying?
She doesn't have a desire to do it.
There it is.
She's the youngest.
Yep.
Oh, she's been spoiled.
She's the youngest girl. Oh yeah, she's spoiled.
She got a lot of people cooking for her.
Everybody. And great. It's like, what?
And gourmet chefs in the house. She's like, I ain't cooking.
Yo,
nothing.
I didn't want. I think I was the only guy who didn't care about getting his license because I was getting driven everywhere. My dad dropped me off. My cousin dropped me off. My boys got their cars. I don't even need to drive. Like I could just fall asleep. Whatever. I'm cool. Because peace to Steph Jones, one of the dopest comedians on the planet. I didn't have the desire, but I started having a desire to cook when I'm eating Chinese chicken wings all the time. When I'm eating rib tips, so I'm like, yo, these meals have to switch. They have to switch. And when I stopped getting Hamburger Helper, that one breakup, things changed. I'm like, damn, I need to fend for self. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Jason, he was getting rides. I was talking about that the other day. Man, our parents ain't take us nowhere.
Nah, I was
But,
getting
bruh,
in rides. I was getting in rides to
bruh,
boat crash.
You walk or you
Sports
rode
ball.
your bike. You would see a bunch of young men with their helmets hanging off their shoulder, hanging off the handlebars, with one dude standing on the peg with our shoulder pads on, going to practice. All of it was a bunch of us.
I used to have to do that too. But I did have some rides when it came to date time. My dad would, man. My dad might not talk much, but he'll drop me off, and pick me up somewhere.
I remember we said, man, these kids get picked up and dropped off. They did the school just let us go. We just walked off. We just walked off.
No announcements for walking kids, for bus kids. No, you walking.
No, everybody was walking. We just walked.
Key around your neck.
Only people got good was the ones that lived on the East End probably because they gave them bus tickets.
Peace to my brother Trey on the check and happy birthday to your baby girl.
Bus tickets. And they were selling the bus tickets and walking.
Word. Word. It was different. It was definitely a different time. It's definitely a different time.
The kids don't ride bikes no more. They too cool now.
They too cool for it?
Yeah, I think so. They're too cool for the bike.
Damn, the coolest thing was a bike.
They rather walk. They ain't riding no bikes.
I don't even know how they like walking because I have them walking in Crocs. And I'm like, you're not even showing off fly sneakers anymore. It ain't the same, B.
Remember back in the day, you knew where everybody was at because you see all the bikes in the yard?
Yeah.
He had no cell phone.
Word up. You
couldn't call.
You see it on the side of the house, all that.
Like, oh, everybody over here. You see all the bikes in the yard. Oh, everybody over here.
Yo, it's different. It's different. You know, when we was kids, we should have been innocent. We should have been.
Some of us were.
Some of us, like me, pure angel.
And me too. Church boy.
You too?
Mm-hmm.
I used to walk by the church all the time.
I was in the Bible. I was in Sunday school Bible study.
I used to like going to church because
young people night.
It was some things at the church, man. There was some young ladies at the church when I was going.
My church is mostly family, so that was out the question.
I got you on that one.
Damn near cousins.
I got you on that one.
Whole church, damn near cousins.
I remember when people would start talking about this one young lady. I'm not gonna mention her name, and they were talking about her sex life in church. She's grown at this point.
Right.
She's grown, might be 21, 22, early 20s. And I mean, people just shaming her. They're like, man, she had sex with this. Like, people ain't have sex in church. Not in the church, but just in life.
Right.
And she's older now, prospering. I definitely can't go into too much detail about who this person, because people are like, oh, that's who he talking about. Mm-hmm. One thing, we used to have I'm watching Cam the other day. We both was watching the Cam clip, watching Cam and Mace, and they were talking about body count.
Right.
And when it comes to body count, Cam said, yo, I just want to know the truth if I do ask. He said, now, when I'm 20, early 20s, 30s.
He said he cared.
He cared.
He said, now he doesn't.
Now he don't.
Mm-hmm.
I remember not caring and not wanting to know, and this girl told me. And I'm like, you little whore. Now, the number wasn't crazy. My ego, my feelings I was in my feelings. I'm like, him? What? Then I got over it. I'm like, well, damn, y'all. Well, at least I know. I know all the guys. Because you didn't have to tell me. I didn't want to know that bad. Mm-hmm. But nobody could throw it in my face like, yo, I had you. I was dealing with this. Now I'm at the age I really don't want to know. And if I do ask, I do want to know.
I never cared about how many. I don't think I ever asked. And that wasn't something I wanted to know. But I cared about who.
And that's what Cam was saying.
I did. I've always cared about who. Because I didn't want nobody I knew that messed with you, and I mean, if somebody I was cool with, that's it. I just couldn't do it. Now, I'm not saying somebody I knew. I know a lot of people. But I'm talking about somebody I actually would hang out with. If I found out that you dealt with them, that was a knock. That was a knock. I couldn't do it.
Yo, Ty said, that man, everything under 30. Expunged. So under 30 years old, like what I want you to be specific, Ty, when you say 30, so once we reach 30 as men, we're wiser now. Mm-hmm. So whoever we had, it don't count. Is that what you saying? Oh, I'm with that, you know?
No, I guess what he's saying is like once you get over 30, it's like we don't really care. We expect that you've had some experiences. But most of the women over 30 have children
Mm.
and been a lot of places. So for you to still be worrying about what she did in the past, and we're older.
We older, so
It
later for all
doesn't,
that.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, when you young and you meet a woman that's 19 years old and you find out that she got her body count is more than her age, you like, yo, wow.
Mm.
That's when you're young, though.
That's when you young.
But when you get older, you your worries is now like, all right, how many baby daddies I got to deal with, stuff like that.
Ty said straight a race. Nah, that's real. Like,
Now you're not really worried about her past as far as men. You worried about, okay, you got children. You probably got children,
yo,
and how many? I mean, what I got to deal with now with that part. You're not really thinking about her sex life. I don't think.
Steph says
Speaking for
we got
myself.
Steph Jones. Steph says no matter what number you are, you're always the fifth. Yo, Soup, you're laughing too hard, Soup. I know so many women like I could count on half a hand. I could count one hand how many times, how many. Yeah, fifth, and then you like, yo.
But you know the rule that we've taught as men.
What's the rule?
When a woman gives you the number,
Mm-hmm.
the math that you have to do.
Double that
What's
thing.
the math?
You
Double that
multiply times 3.
Times 3.
Yeah. She's going to lowball herself as she should.
Yo,
As she should. But first of all, like I said, I've never the guy to ask. Like, why would that
Shy, what's good, baby?
I wouldn't want that question to come up for me. Like, really. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to be like, how many women you slept with? And then now you sitting there, your eye go up in your head like, that's when you know it's bad.
Yo, when they think.
You know it's bad when the eyes go up like,
You better have some confidence when you give me that answer.
you like this.
How many I'm going to tell them?
No, because now you're trying to cut out the one that don't count.
That part. That part.
Yeah, because I've learned, I got sisters. So I've learned sometimes it don't count.
What does count? Shout out to my brother G Ruff making a donation. Thank you for that on the Cash App. Once again, if you would like to donate to Beards and Baldheads,
Yes.
you know, that's a Cash App right there. We need that. You know, this is what we do. We come here every week trying to entertain y'all, and we appreciate every single person on the check-in. And if I didn't finish earlier, real quick, Facebook, everybody on the Facebook, make sure that you go to BKS1 Radio TV and you subscribe, because our episodes now Facebook does not keep it longer than 30 days per video. They will be deleting them. So either download it on your Facebook page so you have it so you can watch it again, or you can always see it on YouTube on BKS1 Radio TV or BKS1 Radio. We got 2 pages, so you're gonna see us on either or. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. Soup. So now when it comes to these numbers, you ever tell your son or your daughters? We're gonna get on both sides. Now, damn, I gotta ask you too, B. Do we want to know if our daughters have sex? Do we?
No.
What about sons? Can
No.
you? Neither one of them.
Mm-mm.
So now when you do find out, do you? Do we still have birds and bees talk? Does that?
It's not the same as I don't think it's the birds and the bees. I think it's more of asking questions more than telling them stuff. From my angle, it's more because they got the internet, man.
Yeah.
And you can get any
You know what I
porn
mean?
site,
It's like
everything.
our job now is to try to explain to them or help them understand what they've already seen. Because it's not like back in the day where we didn't have exposure to anything. I mean, we had magazines, and you can maybe if your parents had the porn channel, you could rig it. Maybe you could get it to see it, but you didn't understand anything.
Some of y'all was looking at them squiggly lines like this.
And a lot of parents I know didn't want to talk to you about it at all. It was a sin.
Yo, I ever tell y'all.
Fornication was a sin. That's all they told us.
It wasn't a sin. It is a sin.
It is. Don't do it. That's basically what their thing was. Like, just don't do it.
Yo, just don't do it.
Yeah, that was really the advice that you got.
Sex education was just you can get this disease, that disease, and you can get pregnant.
Right.
And this is how you avoid it.
Yeah, don't do it at
I
all.
always talk about I feel like our sex education should have taught us how to pleasure.
No,
our partner. I wish.
Nah, they wouldn't
Because I was
do
missing
that.
spots
No.
for a good while. I ain't, you think you good.
Nah.
You like, doing all that stuff.
I think
She might half moan like, I wasn't that good when I first started. Maybe some of y'all was. You watch porn, you try to just go all the way in thinking it's like this.
Bruh,
No, I didn't.
bruh.
No.
they was getting flack for even giving us condoms.
They was.
They gave us condoms, and I remember that was a big deal. I got me some. I just grabbed them, because the teacher had a bowl of them in front of the class, and we were actually teaching us how to put them on in the class. Teaching
Peace
the
to
women.
Rocky, peace to Justin.
It was they had like a fake,
Yeah, I remember
penis.
Planned Parenthood
Yeah,
used to come to the school. I remember that.
No, we had sex ed. Period. Like we.
Just high school.
That yeah.
I
that was
remember
part of our elective.
The first time we had it, I remember having
I
sex
actually had
ed.
it in Hubbard.
I had it in Cook.
I had it in Hubbard.
I remember 6th grade. I'm in 5th at a little 5th, 6th grade class, and they teaching, which was good because we had people who was getting pregnant around 12, 13 back then.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Biologically, you can.
I remember when that first time I heard of a diaphragm was in Hubbard when they was showing the girls how to put diaphragm in.
Yeah, I still ain't
And
think I
that
messed
was
with a
like,
girl with
wow.
a diaphragm. Them things real, Soup. They still
I
got
have
diaphragms.
no idea.
I know you still, Soup.
I have no idea.
I just want to know, like,
I've never heard of
women
a
on the check.
Nah,
Y'all ever had a diaphragm?
I don't know any woman I know never used one.
I'm
I've
like-
never heard a woman tell me she used one.
Yeah, I know.
I never asked, but I never heard one say they used it.
We
But I
got.
remember them showing you how.
I remember that.
But I remember, this is what I do remember the most, how mature we were.
We were intent.
Like, we
intensive.
really wasn't in that classroom acting a
Tripping.
fool. We was, like, really engaged.
Cause we want to know about sex.
But I don't know if you could do that now.
Cause
I don't think these kids can handle it.
I don't know.
I don't think they can, yo.
You probably could teach.
They've
you.
seen too
Might
much.
might be able.
But they would think it as a joke because they've seen too much.
True indeed. We got people. We got Brooklyn JBK. We got Brooklyn in the building. We got Williamsburg in the building.
Word.
So now we got people. We got Tiff. Tiff said, "Would y'all date a virgin at this age?"
Why wouldn't you?
Why
talking about-
wouldn't we?
You talking about from a woman's perspective?
No, man. Like
come
us.
on.
She
No,
asking
don't
us,
ever ask a man that.
Shoot, what we?
Don't ever ask a man if he would take a fresh pack.
Fresh pack?
Yeah, don't ever ask that. No,
Yo.
no.
How much patience do we have for virgin? Because I'm like, I need a willing virgin. I don't need a virgin who's not trying to be a good student.
Man, listen, bro.
My bad, Sue. This
make her
what
your
the people.
wife. You
This
make
what
her
the
your
people are
wife,
asking. And
and
you,
then
Sue, I don't talk like this. You know my.
I don't know.
Angel.
I
I'm an
mean, I
angel.
might be some men out there, but I don't know any man on the planet that wouldn't want that.
Oh no, peace to
I'm
Biggity
not
Mac.
saying marry her. I'm just saying to come across one.
Peace to Miss Collins.
Bro, don't you know what?
I'm very traditional.
Peace to my brother Bobby Stone. Bobby, would you date a virgin? Anybody on here? Miggity Mac, would you date a virgin? Are we in the game? Do we have the patience for the teaching? Do we think we can mold them right? No, y'all like molding guys. This is what y'all do.
I think
too?
I don't think.
Can we?
I think her being a virgin won't deter you, except for the fact that you know what's going to happen afterwards.
She better be ambitious.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you have a virgin, you should understand that this ain't gonna be no fly by night thing.
It's not.
So for you to want to deal with a virgin, you got to understand this is gonna be something you're gonna have to deal with this young lady.
Steph says like dating a unicorn. Bobby
Yeah.
said he had one, came across one, got scared. Tim
Yeah.
said you can mold her. You said
Yeah.
I need. Huff said I need Vanessa Del Rio status. He said if they gonna be by me, I need an all-star
No.
MVP in the game.
I understand. That's what I'm just saying, because it's more to come with it. It's more to come with her.
So now
she
you
not.
got the-
It's not gonna. Like I said, it's not gonna be no
It ain't-
fly by night.
So now you deflowered her, B.
That's it. She your man now.
You her man.
You're her man.
You're
now.
her man.
You're her man now. In her mind. Bro, she did something special with you. She's never gonna forget you.
Damn.
You ain't gonna be able to walk. You might not be able. Like he said, he got scared for a reason. He might
Bobby
not
said
be-
I-
he
Bobby
might
said I
not be
wasn't
able
ready
walk
to love
away.
her.
See, that's what I'm talking
Wasn't ready
about.
to love her.
That's the part I'm saying.
I know some women out there though that didn't lose their virginity off love. I know some.
But now we're at the age now. That's the difference.
Oh, okay. Right. So the age now.
Yeah.
Let's assume the woman's already.
Teenagers a different thing. Teenage, we talking about women.
Got you.
Women that strategically waited.
Why they wait so damn long?
'Cause they had their mindset on something and they found it, and it was you.
Especially these newborn.
So you think you're gonna walk away and you think your tires gonna be good?
Oh damn.
You think your windows gonna stay intact? You think she ain't gonna run down at you at your job? Like Bobby said, he wasn't ready to love her. You better be careful.
They go together now. That's what Tiff said. We go together.
Exactly. Better be careful.
Go together.
You play with that woman, you touch that woman's heart.
Oh man.
That splits apart, like Trent said. So you gotta be careful now.
Celibacy. Tiff, I don't want to give you a point for that, but you will get it. She said celibacy is at an all-time high right now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Is it by choice though, or people just? I mean, I guess it's always by choice, but is it just like they giving up? That sounds like a quitter to me.
Yo, it sound like a quitter. Yo. Bobby said after I put that Bobby on her, she would have turned into that lady that was stalking Martin in the movie. We don't need that thin line in love and hate.
He thinking like I'm thinking.
We don't want that problem.
You can't mess with that lightly. You cannot,
can't.
yo. You cannot, but that's like you said. He got scared. That's
You
something you
said
got to
you
think
loved
about.
me.
Like Ty said, Vanessa Del Rio. Hey, wham bam.
Yo, word.
I'll holler at you. Might see you again. Might. But Ty gotta be careful now. You might fall in love.
You might get them curls.
Ty like,
them
nah,
toes
bro,
curling.
nah, I got it. I'm
You
good.
don't want them toes curling.
Vanessa's something crazy.
He said, Steph said, I had a show Saturday and 3 girls said they were celibate. Why?
Well,
why?
It's rough out here, I guess.
Damn, women.
It's rough out here.
What they would.
Celibate. But you know what, though? Do people really be knowing what celibacy means?
No. They just say.
Because it's a difference.
They ain't had none in a while.
Because it's a difference between being celibate and being abstinent.
Break it down, B.
Oh, man. Celibacy is more of a spiritual thing. It's more of a you just trying to, find yourself. It's a thing, man. I mean, it's a lot. Abstinence is just like, you know what? I'm just not gonna have sex with anybody right now because I just don't want to, for my own personal reasons. But celibacy is a whole ritual. It's not just
okay.
Because if celibacy is more of like you're sustaining from all types of sex, nothing, no sexual at all. No, you ain't looking at porn. You ain't doing none of that.
Hold up.
Abstinence, you still can please yourself.
Yeah, yo. So boom. Eddie, I keep saying Eddie. Bobby said celibacy means you ain't even masturbating.
Right? See, that's what I said.
All right, word.
You can abstinence, you can still please yourself, but celibacy, you ain't doing nothing.
That is
absolutely nothing.
Abstinence. So hold up. Abstinence, you can't.
You're not having sex with other people. You can please yourself.
You can please yourself.
Yes.
I've been abstinent. I've been that. Cause celibate, I ain't have a.
Took a suit faces like good Lord.
Yeah, I've been abstinent because I'm like,
now?
It started getting weird. I started having weird people come around me, and I'm like, yo, not you. I'm scared. My standards just started getting higher and higher because I'm like, this the devil. Why is this person around me? Mm-hmm. I can't do it. Do I look desperate? I don't want to do it. I'm cool. I never thought I would be at that degree where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to. I'm cool. Never been thirsty like that, but it just the people that just started coming around.
That's a healing feeling when you realize you don't need sex.
Yo,
it's a different level.
I don't want you.
I remember being a young man, and it was like, I can't go too long. In my head, I'm thinking this. I can't go too long. But then when you get older, you're like, dangerous out here.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Especially when I was in college and stuff, man. I thought, college, I thought, I'm just going to go crazy. Nah, man.
You start.
I started looking and seeing things. I'm like,
You know what happened.
I'm like,
you know what happened. Showing up at your dorm room.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing people go to the clinics, and I'm seeing all types of stuff going on with babies, people having babies, and all that. I'm like,
They don't be deserving the magic. I
I'm
feel
like,
you, B.
Nah,
Bobby
I think
said they
I'ma
don't
chill.
deserve the magic. Everybody
think
don't
I'ma
want to
chill.
stir it up.
I think I'm gonna chill.
Definitely dangerous. It's other than physical. What makes a man desire a woman sexually? Go see. Tiff just need to be right here. 'Cause I would want to ask Soup, but Soup is a married woman, and the reason why she maintains being married because she don't answer our foolishness like this. And that's why I'm scared. You know, Soup husband like he could fight very well, very well. You say okay, so Soup. Hold up.
Soup grew up when it was a standard of you were on a pedestal because people you wanted to be exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
This is correct.
You wanted to be exclusive. You didn't want your name in the streets. You didn't want people to even assume that you was in the streets because the more exclusive you were, the more men wanted you.
Talk about it.
No man. I don't know how it is today, but not too many men wanted a woman that other men had a lot of access to.
Yo, that was the thing. You did not want that.
I don't want to know that the one she hanging out with dudes all the time, even if they her friends. You just didn't want to see it, but now things have changed, man.
Things have changed. So, what? I'll be pressing these wrong buttons on this. Sorry, y'all. So one person. So Tiff asked. Tiff said, you know, what makes us desire women besides the booty and the boobs and all
the
that.
physical.
The physical. She's saying that. And Bobby said, you know, the ability to love herself. I'm like,
but you know what? At what age can y'all what age group are we talking? I know we're talking about ourselves. I'm talking about like we have to look at it from another lens. Like why
Steph, I'm getting to you.
Why would a man in his 20s desire a woman in her 20s if he doesn't find her like really, really physically attractive?
I don't know. Because she's righteous.
You think back to your 20s.
She has a good spirit.
Did you care about her spirit in your 20s?
Absolutely not. Lucky I had some, but no, I gotta say,
point.
but
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
no, but I gotta say, the women that I dealt with, they had a good spirit. The women that I dealt with and had relationships with, you know, they weren't just no fly by nights. And the ones who were,
what gravitates us to the what's the word I want to look to the I should say what gravitates men to the women that are classy challenged.
classy challenge.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a great point because
we always talk about this is a good one, this one, but then at the end of the day,
because we don't want to. Now, Steph, to your point, Steph said, "What's better, crazy booty?
Yeah,
better."
That's why she said
crazy booty.
I didn't want to use
no,
the
she
word
said
crazy.
you ain't got to worry about it. Now we got Mama Bowers, we got Miss Bowers on the check-in, so you know this is not us talking like
classy
that.
challenge.
You raised me better than this, Miss Bowers. You know it's not me.
Yeah,
but for the people,
right?
Disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
So she asked, like, you know, what's better than crazy? Is it better than a stable? We don't want y'all to have that many morals. Like, you can have your morals and your standards, but we don't want you to lower and forget them.
But she's saying crazy. That's the difference.
Yeah,
she's talking about attitude.
So now the crazy, sometimes they want to act it out. They want to live the role. They want to do a little bit more than the little prissy, I can't do this. You know what I mean? One of those type girls. Like the crazy ones, they like, nah, I'm gonna tie that ponytail, right? You know what I'm saying? So they got a different vibe and energy that they bring in the bed.
Do we equate a little bit crazy with strength? Like, do we say she's that way because she won't take no shit? And we kind of like that about her?
They wilding on this check-in.
Or is it that we don't like the what they call quote unquote docile woman because we at the end of the day we really don't want a woman that we can run over. I should say that we love. Because men do like women they can run over.
We do like that sometimes.
But I'm saying, not when it comes to loving her. I don't think that's it.
Sue said, "I'm leaving." Sue, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
because it's too much foreign filth.
Because no, I've heard women say men too nice. This is what I'm trying to figure out the balance.
Hold up,
I've heard women say he's too nice. I'm like, what the?
I'm waiting for Bobby comment to pop back up. I'm sorry, y'all be pressed. Bobby said, yo, the women who are the crazy, they love themselves more. And they want to, Bobby, I wish the comment will pop back up. But yeah, Bobby, you saying what you saying.
That's interesting.
So Steph said, yes, lady in the street, no doubt. Tiff said, slut her out. The good ones too. Ooh. This is what Tiff's saying.
Tiff.
Go ahead, Tiff.
Shocked.
It said, so Peace to Keisha on the check-in. Peace to Keisha was on the check-in. Bobby said, what kind of food do you like? Whatever food you like, bark like a big dog. Just I hear you. She said, it better be clear on boundaries and avoid the BS. I feel you on that. Guess what up, baby? Like, yo, man, we like, what you call that? We like women who want to get it in too, just as much as us, and some of y'all do. I think that, in a nutshell, whether you're a good woman, bad woman, we don't want no headaches. But when it comes to the sexual part, we want that.
No, I think that's the truth. But I think you don't want her. You want her to be choosy, like what I'm saying, choosy lover. You want her to be choosy.
Yeah, choose me.
Like you don't want her to choose everybody.
Not everybody.
So,
and I'm talking about the ones. I ain't talking about
a choosy lover. You know, the song was about a woman that she's not gonna be with anybody. So I think that's what most men want. A choosy lover, somebody that's.
I think so.
And then he said, "I'm so glad you chose me." But
that's beauty.
But I think nah. I mean, like you said, though, I know some men like they don't really care at all.
Some of them don't. I do.
They like them all. They like them in the streets.
They
like them in the streets.
I like a little bit street-ish. I like them outside a little bit. Yeah. They just pop out and show them. And then you be like, ooh, can't come home to daddy. That's what I'm talking about.
I can say we're at the age now that, it's some women out there that
they should not have.
That don't never go outside. But for the most part, most of them been outside for a little bit.
Yeah, yo, outside is good for a little bit. I need balance. Tiff said it's good to be selective because not everyone should have access to the prize. Absolutely. Yeah. Ty said he need a nerd. Bobby said most men want peace.
He said a nerd.
I think you just want a woman with glasses, Ty. Yo, Huff, that's what you want. You got a little fetish, and I seen them little posts.
Nerd. I know what he mean by nerd though. He want a woman that's not outside. Yo, she all about.
I just heard the nerds
got chilling.
I heard the nerds be the biggest freaks. That's what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, but the freak don't mean you out in them streets though.
You're right. Bobby said, give me peaceful and busted Bonquisha over petty Katie. Oh, that's what I'm talking. Look,
petty Katie.
We about to wrap it up. We gonna close it out with a prayer from Soup because I don't feel like she prays enough for me and Barry. Soup, you ready?
No, we just tell them what the people want to hear. People want to hear about.
That's all we say. This is what they want to hear. Say, put me on the Dean's list. This is what these Soup. It's not us.
No,
we were supposed to do a whole different show, and this is what our audience wants.
This is what they asked for.
This is what y'all asked for. I love y'all. We love y'all.
They got
we
questions.
Appreciate you.
They got questions. A lot of people, starting over. Been in long relationships.
Spring is in the air, B.
Yep. You got people that been in long relationships, people starting over, people just recently breaking up. So they want to know what's their next move.
What is your next move? Steph said, amen. Amen to both. Yes. Once again, if y'all want to, since we all in church, if y'all want to serve that collection plate, if y'all would donate beds and Baldheads, Cash App to Fat Lace, this goes to the show.
Yeah.
We got an overhead. We definitely do. I know some people think, man, y'all on TV.
We trying to get our party straight.
We trying. First of all, we respect everybody and appreciate everybody who tunes in. We truly do. Y'all could be watching any and everything else, but y'all choose to be entertained by us.
It's a lot of movies out right now.
Oh, man. Justice said, give the people what they want. Yo, that's what we doing. We're trying to give them what they want, man.
Give them what they want.
Trying to give them what they want, and we appreciate y'all for
Hey, I know y'all been real quick. I know y'all been watching Tyler Perry's Beauty in Black.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Yo, hit us up in our messages. Let us know what y'all think about that. I think that's the show we need to talk about, because Tyler Perry, I think he took some advice from 50, and this kind of looked like a collaboration of the two.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I gotta check that one out.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check that one out, man.
Yeah.
Look, man. Thank you for everybody once again. We got Shakima McKnight on the check-in. Shakima, I need you to drop on this Facebook, because I didn't have everything, I think, with your contact on here. I don't think your contact is on here, but make sure y'all contact Shakima McKnight. Get that credit right.
Yeah, she put the information. We could pin it in the comments.
Peace to Amin on the check-in, Mr. Chris. Make sure y'all do that once again. This Saturday, Cafe by Us, where love brews, man. I like Uncle Sam, man. Salute, congratulations, businessman. Support. Please do, man. This Saturday, 3 p.m. out there in EO, Hamilton Street, 79 Hamilton Street, out in EO. Jersey, we getting busy. Once again, ladies, hamburger helper, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Dice it up how you want.
Yep. Real quick, congratulations and good luck to the Playful High School men's basketball team.
Yes, indeed.
They are going to be playing at the American Dream on Thursday against, I can't think of the name of the team, but they're the Mustangs out of California, and they're the number 1 seed. We're the number 8 seed, but that don't matter. We about to show them how Jersey gets down. Plainfield, P-Funk, stand up.
Let's go. Peace to Jaquan on the check-in. Peace to everybody on the check-in. Salute to the whole BKS1 radio team. Look, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Once again, BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Make sure y'all do that so y'all can watch all the dopeness that happens throughout the whole week.
No doubt.
Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my stylist. We are Beards and Baldheads. We'll see y'all next week. And we got a dope special. Got some special guests, y'all. Next week it's on.
Good night.